Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Jerry Mendoza, and we're here in Lake Arrowhead in California. We're gonna we're gonna do the boat ride down, and let's see. Stay with me, and we will show you all the places here in the Lake Arrowhead. You're gonna enjoy all the view. It's beautiful places. Hope you will stay with me and watch all my full video. And enjoy the scenery here in Lake Arrowhead. Let's board down. I think we will start now. Here's my captain, Andrew. Hi, how are you? Yeah, this is like a 60 capacity boat, but now we were like 12 only. It is a weekday, so it's not so busy. But if you go here during weekend, oh, it's very busy. So let's start and watch all the video here now. Thank you for coming with me today.
Past 30 to 35 steps down the Bob's Beach, just getting a little too much for him. Sir, the back on the right hand side, cap on the left. If you look behind you, sir, look right behind you now. Yeah, there it is. See the flukes? That's Moby Dick preaching over there. The big White House coming up now with the black shutters on it, zigzag pathway coming up from the boat dock. Built in 1940, the house is owned by Michelle Kwan, multiple medalist in ice skating.
No, ice skating.
Yeah.
Really.
Now Michelle's a local girl. She went to Rim High School. She did most of her training over at the ice castles or ice rinks in Blue Jay. And she was doing so well in her chosen sport. She bought that house on her own at the age of 15.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. It makes me sick every time I tell you guys.
Yeah, she make a lot of money when she's young.
I know, she's too much money. She could give some to me. As you round Palisades Point, look out to the white dock house, black roof, black shutters. It has a matching white house with a black roof above it, cross doors under the eaves. The house was owned by Shirley Temple Black. Built in 1929, it's on the historic register now, so it won't change. But have a look at the one immediately to the left of it, onto the white trim. That one just sold for $1.9 million.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry guys, you just missed that one. But if you want to know what 1.9 million gets you lakeside up here in Arrowhead, 168 steps from the back door to the boat dock. Like, don't forget the boat key, right?
Should have elevator for that.
The little structure coming up now with the yellow crane in front of it and the three pipes going down into the lake is one of our pumping stations. The pipes go down 150 feet into the lake and they draw water off for daily consumption. That water is then sent up over the hill to another part of town called Cedar Glen where it's processed. If that's my mother, tell her I'm busy, sir. Now we have about 10,000 homes in Arrowhead Woods. Runs approximately 2 miles off the north side of the lake, maybe a mile off the south. So if like me, you're a resident in Arrowhead Woods, this is your daily use water. It comes right out of our faucet. Now over the course of the year, we're going to lose around about 2.5 feet of lake level due to consumption. And then between 2 and 3 feet due to evaporation. As you look at the lake today, she's down Bay. The docks in here are the most expensive on Arrowhead. So just off the port bow now we have our dam. Basically vehicles going across it, that's because that it's Highway 173, so if you drive around our lake you are going to drive across the dam. Construction started in 1904, it was completed in 1922, and then it took 16 years for our lake to fill with water. And that is because we are entirely reliant on snowmelt and rainwater to fill our lake. So back in the early 70s, some of you may remember there was a big earthquake down the San Fernando Valley. It actually cracked the Van Norman Dam above the boat. It's called the Solmark Quake. And as a result, state dam inspectors were dispatched to check all dams in the area to see if they'd been compromised. They got to our dam in 1972 and they said it would not withstand a major quake. So they told the owners of the lake at that stage it was Boise Cascade. You got two options. Repair the dam or lower the lake level by 75 feet. Our Boise Cascade didn't want to spend millions of dollars on the dam, and as you can imagine, the homeowners were not best pleased about the thought of lowering the lake level. So they all got together and they purchased the lake from Boise for the princely sum of $273,000. That's more than a private lake, which it remains to this day. Of course, we did have to repair the dam. It cost us $8.2 million, but it's still a pretty good deal. So what we did, we built another dam about 100 yards downstream from this one. We filled the area between the two dams with water. That's now called Papoose Lake. That relieved the back pressure on the main dam, and both dams have been saved ever since. Now, to own the dock on Arrowhead, first you have to own property in Arrowhead Woods. 10,000 properties, 2,500 docks, do the math. 3/4 of those people are going to be unhappy. This is an alternative form. It's the only marina on the lake. Of course, it happens to be the location of our boat launch and recovery ramp. You can see a truck on there right now. And that, by the way, guys, is the greatest source of still do a lot of filming in this area. We'll talk about that in a bit. Looking at the shelter code now, as we do, I want you to look down the right-hand side of the property. The big wooded property over here is the Dahini family property of Dahini Beach. But the most interesting thing is that 15 yards in from this shoreline is a little door which leads to an elevator. Now that door is going to take you down 190 feet into the ground and connect to a tunnel. Now that tunnel is going to take you under our lake to the blue tower over here. So you're going to literally walk under Lake Arrowhead to our tower. I'll tell you why in a second. As we continue the turn, looking into the trees, you'll see a big white and natural wood finish house being worked on in there. And that one belonged to Mark Harmon, that's Jethro Gibbs from NCIS, and his wife Pam Torba. That was Mindy from Walker Mindy back in the 70s. They're still working on that property right now. They do a lot of filming for NCIS right here. In fact, last season's finale was filmed here in Shelter Cove. Right, look at the strange house on the point. Specifically focus on the weird looking room at this end of it. It almost looks like a glass tent on a bed of rock. That is their master shower and jacuzzi room. Can you imagine the view from there? Yeah, imagine the view from here, not it? Sorry, family boat, moving on. So the house was built by the Brooks. Walter was a copper baron, his wife Carol was also a multiple medal winner in ice skating. She owned the ice classes from Michelle Montreal. But the most interesting thing about this property, every pane of glass in here is bulletproof. And that's because the Brooks and a lot of very senior government officials as friends. The Reagans and the Fords were frequent visitors to this property. So it was built with the Secret Service to keep everybody safe. Alright guys, let's have a look out the left-hand side of the boat for a second, talk about our town. Just under 200 feet tall from top to bottom, the tower effectively is the drain plug for our lake. At the time it was built, it was the tallest independent reinforced concrete water tower in the world. See, originally the lake was part of a 7-lane program to provide hydroelectric powered irrigation to the farmers down in San Bernardino Meadows. Concrete pipes radiate out from the base of the tower, they go under our lake,